Well,
Yes, Bob.
guess what happened?
We got ourselves a new trailer for something. I didn't plan this.
You didn't plan that?
No.
Really?
Yeah. I just wore it, and then I remembered, oh, yeah, Rogue One trailer.
Oh, you look like such a nerd.
I know.
So what'd you think?
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I'm trying to remain skeptical, but it's really hard.
It's really hard. Oh, my God. It looks so good. You know, it looks more like Star Wars than Force Awakens did, which obviously, but I mean...
What do you mean it looked more like Star Wars than The Force Awakens?
Force Awakens looks like, you know...
Well, because there's new stuff?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. You know, this looks like classic trilogy.
I think it looks pretty much exactly like The Force Awakens, just with,
classic trilogy aesthetic.
like, the stormtroopers are the same.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. For
Right.
more or less the same, because you got those shadow troopers.
Well, I mean, this film I think was filmed in digital. And they made a whole big deal about how The Force Awakens is going to be filmed in 35 millimeter.
Oh.
So-
I think it looks pretty much identical to me.
So,
They did a damn good job.
yeah.
They did a really good job replicating some of the sets.
Oh, yeah.
Replicating Mon Mothma.
Fun fact, that's the same actress they cast in Revenge of the Sith as Mon Mothma, but they cut her scene.
Ah.
So they just got her back and be like, we're going to make you look even more like Mon Mothma.
Wow. That's
And
awesome.
they did. Yeah.
She must be old now.
She's 10 years
Actually,
older than... Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
So we got all new characters.
Yes.
Got some weird ones. Some weird things going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of like weird, which is good because, you know, I want this to be a little bit weirder than, you know, regular ass Star Wars.
Now the big elf in the room is that there's a female lead again.
Should that be like a big elephant in the room?
It is because I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Cool with in The Force Awakens, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
I was like, this feels right. Everything feels right. They're doing it again, and it's like, are you doing it just to do it?
Well, I think,
Or is it the right role for this? You know?
I think because, I mean, I'm okay with it because I knew that going in. You know,
Right.
I think we knew more so that this was going to have a female lead more so than The Force Awakens. I think for most people, everybody thought Finn was going to be the main character of The Force Awakens. For the most part, he was, but,
Right.
you know, it was more about Rey's story. I mean, this one, I think they wanted this one to be, by default, a female-led Star Wars movie, whereas the main episodes, 7, 8, and 9, those are going to be more like a much bigger cast.
Right.
You know, but I'm okay with it. We should all be okay with it. It doesn't matter who is the leader of the movie as long as it's a good movie.
Another thing, the reason I have a problem, why I'm seeing a problem, is that Rey is very likable.
Yes.
So far from the 2 seconds I've seen, I don't like this person. Like, the character, not
Yeah.
the actress. I don't care. The character seems like an unlikable person so far. It seems like she just seems like a little bit of an asshole.
She's very rough and tumble.
Right.
She's very like in your face. She's
Her name is also Jin Asshole.
No, it is. Hold on. I had it. Jin Erso. Jin Erso. Which the Nerdist put this up. She looks and her name is very similar to Jan Ors, who was Kyle Katarn's partner in Dark Forces. And hold on,
I want it.
what the hell is that guy's name? Diego Luna in this? He's the guy who like wears the brown jacket and is like that in the trailer. Kind of looks like Kyle Katarn. So there you go.
I want it so
I
bad.
know.
We don't know any of their names.
No.
Anybody except for hers, because she says it in the trailer.
Yeah. So, but I mean, things are looking really good here.
I want it so
I
bad.
know. I don't care. My headcanon will just make them Jan Ors and Kyle Katarn.
So for anybody else, we talk about this a lot.
We do.
Kyle Katarn, best character in Star Wars universe.
Best EU Star Wars character,
He's-
hands down.
He's from the Dark Forces games, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, all of those.
Dark Forces 1, he's the one who steals the Death Star plants.
Yes. So that's why we want this.
Yeah.
So that the expanded universe can be a little bit more canon.
Yes. Speaking of which, though, this movie is very, like, it felt like an expanded universe tale.
It does.
Like, because you had Ben Mendelsohn in his white Grand Admiral I forget. I don't think he's actually a Grand Admiral like of the old EU, like Grand Admiral Thrawn and things like that. But he certainly looks like it.
He does.
You know. And you have like the black stormtroopers, like either the shadow troopers or the death troopers, you know, with the blowtorches and stuff. There's that. You have a full-on samurai.
Yeah, that's weird. That's so weird.
I mean, I don't care. I'll take it. You sold me on Force Awakens, so.
But I don't want Jedis in this.
I don't think there will be.
But like that kind of like blurs the line a little bit.
Well,
you know?
remember like the Jedi are like essentially outlawed in this time period. So like maybe this is, you know, just somebody who's, I don't want to say a Jedi practitioner, but you know, he's
gonna
like,
be force sensitive, and that's gonna annoy me a little bit.
No, I don't think so.
This movie's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remain a little bit skeptical.
Yeah, I'm trying to like be as objective as possible, but it just looks so good.
I know it does. So, like I said, I don't think the girl is likable.
Right.
So far from the 2 seconds, it looks like they bring her in, so like she's not a rebel in the beginning.
Right.
They kind of make her it, but she's also not an Imperial.
Yeah, she's like her own thing.
Right. And at the very end of the trailer, you see her in the it's like not a Shadow Trooper outfit.
It's like a TIE fighter outfit.
Yeah. Something Imperial, and it's unclear if she's disguised or not. And I don't think she is disguised.
I think she is, because this movie is essentially a heist movie. And I feel like this is her going undercover.
It also ends with a little bit of Vader's theme.
It ends with a little bit of Vader's theme over a little bit of the, you know, main theme.
Right.
Because it, you know, it does that thing that all trailers are doing where they play the theme in slow piano.
Yeah.
It does that, but underneath it is, you know, Vader's theme. And I thought that was awesome.
That was really awesome. Because that means you know that you're going to get a little bit of Vader in this.
Yeah.
And that's amazing.
So,
but I think that she's going to be swayed a little bit.
She might be. I mean, she's
unstable.
She clearly doesn't have any love for the Empire.
Right.
But also it looks like she doesn't really care about the rebels all that much either.
Which makes it okay that she's unlikable.
Yeah.
From the 2 seconds that I saw. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm scared of them making a main character unlikable, because that doesn't really bode too well for stories a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's a really hard thing to pull off. I mean, especially because like this is supposed to be, you know, a family film.
Right.
If you're gonna have an unlikable main character, like that's really hard to convey in a family film, unless this goes like a lot darker than, you know, traditional Star Wars. I was gonna say, you know, Star Wars is traditionally PG-13, but this could edge like up to like the higher, like I don't want to say borderline R, but
they did say that there was I forgot where I read this. There's going to be brutal. They were experimenting with how brutal Vader can get in the battlefield.
Yeah.
So we could see like Vader like dismembering people and stuff. It's like that would be pretty bad. Like I think where I read it said he was using people as like human shields and stuff.
Yeah.
So
it does seem to be like there is another desert planet again.
This one looks tropical.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same.
It's like palm trees.
There's when they're fighting on the beaches, in the land, in the sea. Winston Churchill, read your history. But you know, then there also looks like they're on Tatooine for a little bit, because it does look like Mos Eisley. I mean, I don't know if it is. I don't know how many times we're gonna have to keep going back to desert planets, but
I don't know if they have palm trees there.
It's like I said, it looks like 2 different planets to me.
Yeah.
But then you also have like the scene at the it looks like a train station, like a futuristic train station.
Okay.
So that looks cool. I would like to see more of that. I do want to see Yavin 4.
Right.
And like see how they expand on Yavin 4. That looks really cool.
What do you think of Forrest Whitaker?
I think that'll be interesting. I mean, I don't want to say he's the biggest name in the movie, but he's certainly like a very recognizable one. He looks like he just put all of his stuff together himself.
He looks like he can barely move.
Yeah. I think he's playing just a really, you know, falling apart bounty hunter, which would make sense.
He looks like somebody who like rode the he's like been through all of the through all of the Imperial uprising,
like
and
everything. He's like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, and he's like, I have to be a rebel.
Yeah. So we'll see, but we still don't know because there are other people in the movie. Alan Tudyk, Wash from Firefly. He's one of the droids. We haven't seen his character yet.
I think there is a droid that follows around.
You think that's him?
Jin, and people are saying it could be him. Yeah.
Because we haven't seen Mads Mikkelsen, the chief from Casino Royale or Hannibal from TV.
Oh, he's the one who signed something for a fan, and he signed it a name of somebody from the expanded universe. Yeah, I forgot what it was. I'll put it somewhere. Yeah. It was Galen Merrick.
Galen Merrick is Starkiller from...
That's the dude Hannibal. What's his name?
Wait, Mads Mikkelsen?
He signed something.
That's Galen Merrick?
He just wrote Galen.
That's Starkiller from Force Awakens. I know. Force Unleashed.
I know. I forgot. I don't know how I could forget that.
Mads Mikkelsen...
It's like a big deal.
Is like... I mean, Mads Mikkelsen is great. There is no way he's Starkiller.
They said he might be an old one. I don't know. I think it's stupid that just because he signed Galen, people are thinking it's Starkiller.
Yeah.
But, could be.
Yeah, who knows?
Could you get off my waist now?
No. And we don't know if Darth Vader's in it, although it's heavily rumored.
Yes.
It's heavily rumored that Grand Moff Tarkin is going to be in it.
That'd be interesting.
Would be interesting, but because Peter Cushing's dead.
They might be together.
Maybe. They go together, so.
Kissing.
Yeah. I don't know if Palpatine will be in it. Like I have not heard rumors that Palpatine may or may not be in it either.
I think you'll just see a taste of Vader.
Yeah, like they're not going to oversaturate with Vader. If anything, that scene at the end where with the AT-ATs, maybe he'll be there. And like one other scene early on when Ben Mendelsohn's like, Vader, we need you on the battlefield, and he's like, fine.
Yeah, I think he'll be like just ruthlessly murdering people. Like in the distance, they'll be like, we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
He's like a natural disaster.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
So, yeah. So,
this will be good.
Yes.
This will be a good movie.
Yes. And even if it's not, I don't care.
I'm just being overly subjective?
Cautious.
Overly cautious to just because I don't, I want to go in skeptical so I can meet my expectations.
Yeah.
That sound good?
Yes.
So what do you guys think about Star Wars Rogue One? What are you excited for? Are you excited for Kyle Katarn?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, according to us.
Yep. Let us know down below or anywhere on the internet.
Ask on Twitter, all that stuff.
Yeah, we should, are we doing trailer reactions more often? Are we going to become those people?
We're doing them for the stuff that we like.
Yes.
So we'll probably do one for Civil War.
Probably won't do one for My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2. I'm sorry.
It's a little late for that.
Yeah.
I think we missed.
I know people have wanted it, but I don't think we're not interested.
Thank you guys very much.
Have a good week.
Oh, and we're doing a contest.
Yeah, contest.
Click the link in the description, and you can get $100 gift card of your choice. It's in the description. Thank you very much.
Have a good week. And then you get into some of like the really comic booky elements, and it just really doesn't fit with the overall world that they're building.
I didn't feel that.
No?
I mean, I could see where you're getting at, but I think that it works with the world that they're building. This is mostly a Batman movie.
Yeah.
And I think that it would have been a lot better if it was just a Batman movie.
Probably. Well, that's definitely like what I feared going in, because there were certain parts where I'm like, oh, this is when this is going to happen. This is when this is going to happen. But the overall experience of it didn't ruin it for me. It was still Star Wars. It was the first real Star Wars since 1983.
Yes.
It was everything Star Wars should be and needs to be.